God for the haters.
So Metta World Peace comes out, aka Ron Artest, comes out and claims that he was offered $35,000 to throw games in college.
Yeah. He was doing an interview somewhere. I think he's like about to put out a book or something like that. And yeah, he was saying that he was offered on several occasions,
Right.
To throw games. The quote says he was doing an interview with Yahoo Sports. I got approached a couple of times to throw games. The one interesting time, they came to me in my neighborhood and said, "Hey, I got $35,000 for you." I'm like, "All right, that's cool. I'll take $35,000." They said, "We need you to throw a game." That's when I was like, "You expletive." I don't know what the expletive. I don't call him a bitch.
Right.
But he called, and then he thought to himself, but it crossed his mind, 35,000 was, not that bad. And this came, that's what it happened. It came on the wake of the whole sports betting thing. Supreme Court decision that they went on last week. So he went on to say that they find these kids that don't have any money and then attack them. He said, that's the problem. That's the problem I have with betting, because these guys who are betting, they're bullies. Some of them are bullies. They'll force a kid into a situation, and then when the kid is trying to go to the NBA, they hold it against the kid. Facts.
Wow.
Facts.
Wow.
Facts.
Well, my thoughts on this is I'm not surprised about it. And what a fine time to break news like this if you're Metta World Peace, if you're promoting the book. These are the kinds of things that, you put in the book. Yeah. So,
it's good timing that the Supreme Court decision happened.
Exactly.
While he was on a press run promoting the book.
Exactly. I think everybody wins, kind of in this situation. Metta World Peace, he gets to sell his book. And I mean, it's not like
and Yahoo Sports gets some clickbait.
Yep. And it's not like he's not well known, throughout sports circles. Yeah. I mean, everybody knows, Ron Artest and everything. So, this stuff happens with other athletes, I'm sure. It's another one of those ploys where, a kid from the hood who gets a scholarship and he goes to college is just trying to, get some lunch money or whatever, get some, money for some books.
Yeah, would you do that? If you were a college kid back in Brooklyn and somebody came to you and was like, "We got $35K for you to throw a game."
Yeah, I would certainly do that if the situation was, mom was still trying to, get out of Bed-Stuy, or, you know what I'm saying, my family was trying to get out of New York, that, that kind of a thing, and the situation, like the living conditions wasn't, what it needed to be, then yeah, I would have took that 35 grand easy. It'd have been no, ifs, ands, or buts about it, and just, I would have just dealt with the consequences, later on. But, if Ron Artest comes out with this, I'm sure there's plenty other players from their college playing days that have done some, similar things. I mean, maybe not, throw a game, but maybe, look, hey, a booster comes around and says, "Hey, I give you this much money if you, you run this package."
That's college basketball in a nutshell.
Right. Yeah. But I'm saying, like, do these cats like I think about the scene in Above the Rim where Pac was trying to get Dwayne Martin to join his clique, whatever.
Imagine that, Dwayne Martin. We talking about Dwayne Martin.
Dwayne Martin movie. In that, yeah. But he played that role really good.
Yeah, I mean, he played ball, so I mean.
Yep.
Yeah.
He played it really good. But I think about that scene where he's trying to get him, in his clique or whatever. It's like, yo, you play for me, whatever. You run this package here, run this package there. I'm sure stuff like that, be going on as well. So, shout out to the homie Ron Artest on that front. And
thank God for the haters, though. I thank God for the haters. Thank God for the haters, though.